Happy Friday, North Texas! I'm Scott, and today is Friday, February 6th. We're dusting off a Happy Friday North Texas classic this week with an Eagles Abroad interview. But before we get to that, let's check in with Zach Babb for the Mean Green Minute.
Mean Green men's basketball lost a thriller on Wednesday night down in Houston, an 86-83 defeat in double overtime to Rice. That was despite 4 players scoring in double figures for the Mean Green, led by 19 points from Cole Franklin. The Mean Green are off until Saturday when they take on UTSA in San Antonio. That game gets underway at 1 p.m.
Thanks for that reporting, Zach. You can get more UNT athletics updates from Zach by checking out his other podcasts, GMG Cast and This Week in Mean Green Sports. Longtime listeners may remember our Eagles Abroad series of interviews with UNT students as they studied abroad all over the world, and I've got a new one for you today. Well, new to you guys. I recorded this interview back in April of 2024, but y'all know I can't let a good conversation go to waste. Sahar was an international studies major studying abroad in Alicante, Spain, when I talked to her about how the experience changed her. What made you want to study abroad?
I just really wanted to make some sort of change in my life, and I knew that I probably wouldn't live abroad anytime soon, so this was the next opportunity, and I've been planning it since my freshman year. I just didn't know I'd end up in Spain, but here I am in Spain. It's wonderful. I love it here.
I think that I'm probably not gonna pronounce this right. Is it Alicante, Spain?
Yes, that is right. It is Alicante, Spain. It's by the Mediterranean Sea, which is why I chose it. I wanted to be by the sea
Very
since
nice.
the nearest beach to us is Galveston. I didn't really want to.
It's a
I
little
wanted
bit
to.
different beach experience there, I bet.
Yeah, much more clean.
How long is the program that you're in right now, and how long have you already been there?
The program is a semester long. It's 4 months specifically. I've been here for 3 months now.
Okay.
So since January, the middle of January, and I'll be coming back in May. It lines up perfectly with the UNT schedule, actually. So
Okay. And then what are you studying over there? How many courses are you taking?
I am taking 15 hours right now. I'm in
Oh boy.
a intensive language program. So basically, I'm taking 4 semesters of Spanish in just 1 semester, which
Wow.
is really difficult, but I just have to remind myself that I'm in Spain and this is a great opportunity and it gets me through the day. And then the other class I'm taking is Spanish Gender Studies.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is that one I assume all the Spanish classes are taught in Spanish because it's trying to immerse you in the language. Is the gender studies one also taught in Spanish?
No, thankfully it is not. I don't know if I could do that. It's easy for the Spanish classes to be taught in Spanish because I'm learning Spanish as I go, and
Right.
my professor speaks at the same level that I'm at. So that's really helpful. But the other class is taught in English, and
Okay.
it's really easy. I'd say it's really easy.
Tell me a little bit about kind of the program structure. You're taking 5 classes. Are you
Yeah.
with other students who are studying abroad, or are you with students who attend or who do their full university in Spain? How does that work?
I am in my classes with other students in the same program as me. So I haven't really had much opportunities to meet other Spanish students at the
Hmm.
university that aren't international students. But there was one time where I got to talk with the Spaniard students here that were learning English. That was a nice
Hmm.
exchange. But other than that, I have not been with any other students. And the classes are like really long. It's 5 days a week, but it's worth it. It is worth it.
Yeah. Are there any other UNT students or faculty or any there, or
There
is it all
are.
based in a university? Oh, there are.
No, there aren't. There aren't
Oh,
any.
there
And I'm
aren't.
actually
Okay.
no, And I'm the only student from Texas, so
Oh, wow.
odd. Yeah, many of the students are from Nevada because that's where the USAC program originated from.
Hmm.
But I really enjoy meeting students from other states. We just chat about the differences in our states, and that's nice. And I've made some really great friends. It's sad leaving them, but I've made
Yeah.
plans to meet back with them when we go back home. So at least I have that.
Yeah, that's great. So you're obviously focused a lot on Spanish there. I'm assuming that's kind of filling your foreign language requirement, but how does what you're studying there relate to your degree? Does it relate specifically to your degree program or what you want to do in the future?
I really want to I'm not sure what I wanna do in the future, but I think learning Spanish, especially in America right now, is
Yeah.
really good considering the fact that I don't know, I think it's like 60% of the population now speaks Spanish in the
Hmm.
US. So I just wanna be a part of that. I used to work at Chipotle, and a lot of the times I would have Spanish speakers come in, and I just felt really bad not being able to communicate with them.
Yeah.
So I'm mostly doing this just so I can communicate with more people throughout my life, and I hope to continue on and become fluent in Spanish just because 'cause it'll help me.
Are the courses you're taking, are they like the first four of like the foreign language requirement, or are they like more advanced?
So I did the first 2 levels at UNT, and then I did the
Okay.
other and then I did 2 intermediate levels. I've already completed that, and I think, like, 2 weeks ago, I entered the advanced Spanish classes. So it's going by really fast, but even though they're advanced, it's still pretty easy. It doesn't seem like much of a difference than the other classes, and I think that's
Yeah.
because it's in Spanish.
What has been the biggest surprise about your experience so far?
I would say the biggest surprise for me would be how much I've learned about myself. I didn't think I would be learning so much about myself while being abroad, but it's really made me more independent, and I really like that about it. Something else that surprised me a lot, obviously, was the culture shock. Obviously,
Mhm.
everyone is gonna say that, but yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, for the culture shock, what's been, like, the biggest difference or thing that you've had to get used to?
Yeah, so, the people here stare at you, and it seems like you're always being judged, but it's that's not the case. You're just I guess they're just interested in how I look, and I have green hair, and I have only probably seen one other person with green hair, so I think maybe that's why. And another culture shock for me, another big one, was how time works here. So every day there's a siesta period where from 2 to 5 where all the shops completely close, like, it's impossible to get anything from those times. And even on Sundays, oh my god, it's even more difficult on Sundays. There's nothing open. So if you did not buy your groceries for the week and you run out on Sunday, that's a bummer. I don't know what to say. Yeah, the people are very kind. I would compare it to the Southern hospitality that we have in Texas, so that's nice. I've been
Nice.
to other European countries since I've been here, and that's not the case for all of them.
I'm from Texas, and I've heard of the siesta, and I've always heard it, like, in the context of it being, like, a nap. Is that what it is there, or is it just, like, a general, like, take a break, relax for a little bit before you finish your day, or what is it?
I'd say it's a general, like, take a break and then continue off, but I personally take naps. There are sometimes I do see people just out in the streets, like, taking a walk, but I wouldn't say it's just nap time. It's even, for lunch. I'd say that's another big one. A lot of people have their lunch during that time at home, obviously, not
Okay.
out at the restaurant, yes.
All right. And then you mentioned you've done some traveling while you've been there. What other countries have you been able to get to?
Yeah, so I recently went to Scotland. It was
Nice.
very nice being able to speak Spanish. I mean, sorry, being able to speak English. It feel like I kept accidentally speaking Spanish, and I was like, "Wait, you guys speak English, I can finally do that." I would say the people in Scotland were most similar to America, obviously, probably because they speak English. I've also visited Portugal because it's right next door. It's beautiful there, I loved it. I think I love
Nice.
how accessible the public transport is even to other countries.
Yeah.
They're like or even, like, other major cities in Spain. I love that part about it.
Yeah. What's the
Mhm.
closest? I've never heard of Alicante. Is it a big city or like kind of a smaller town, or then what's the closest big city near you?
Um, I wouldn't say it's a small town, but it is a smaller city. The closest big city to Alicante would be Valencia, if you know where that
Okay.
is. And if
Yeah.
not, the next big city would be Barcelona.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
I have not been to
Uh,
Barcelona though.
what has been the biggest challenge for you in this experience, whether it's, getting it like booked and everything, or logistics of just getting there, or something once you got there? What's been the biggest challenge for you?
The biggest challenge for me has just been being without the support that I have back at home. For example, my parents or my friends. It's been really difficult being apart from the people I love, but it's been easier with the friends I have here. And I live in an apartment with 2 roommates,
Hmm.
so they have the same thoughts about that. So we just connect over that. But, that would be my biggest challenge. When I first got here, I was, like, crying every day for the first week because I was like, "Oh, I can't do this, I can't do this." But I did do it, and it's totally fine now.
That's great. Yeah, I when I went to school here, I also did a study abroad program, and I'd also lived at home all through college, so that was my first time like being away from home for an extended period of time, I was
Yeah.
surprised about like how hard the homesick hit.
Yeah, I was, like, not expecting it. It hit me out of nowhere. I was completely fine, like, the first 2 days, and then suddenly it was like, "Oh, no." And I'd call my mom crying every day, and she'd just be like, "Are you crying again? Come on."
It's like, yes, you're so far away. Uh,
Yeah.
just out of curiosity, have you mentioned like just kind of discovering the independence. Had you lived on your own before, or have you lived at home like all through college?
I have lived, on my own, but I'm only
Okay.
a 40-minute car ride from my mom's, so it was really easy
Yeah.
to get home, yeah.
Yeah, a little different.
Yeah, it's a little different.
What's been the best part of it so far? Whether it's something you've learned or something you've experienced culturally, what's been the best part for you?
The best part about being in Spain is just the quality of life. I feel like it's much better here, especially with finances. Like, for example, groceries are not even comparable to the US.
Hmm.
Yeah, like I pay probably like 25 euros for my weekly groceries. So that's really amazing. Um,
Yeah.
the next best thing would be how lively the city is and how there's always people outside. No matter what time of the day it is, you go outside, there's people there. It kind of encourages me to go outside every day. And going outside every day makes me come out of funks if I'm ever in one. Just makes me happier. And I try to go on walks every day, which I really appreciate. I really like walkable cities. It's amazing to just have the grocery store be a 5-minute walk away from me, or if I wanna, like, go shopping, it's 10-minute walk down the street. I do live in the downtown area, so maybe that's why, but even if I didn't live in the downtown area, like I said, public transport. It's amazing.
Yeah. You mentioned the independence before. Is there any other ways this trip has impacted you beyond the educational experience, just in terms of your growth or memories you'll have or anything?
Yes, every day when I'm here, I have really big windows in my apartment. So every day during sunset, I just sit by my window, I look at the sunset, and I think to myself, wow, like I'm never going to be living here again. I've learned to have more gratitude, and I've just learned to appreciate the simple things in life, like watching the sunset. And I've had many realizations just about who I am as a person and what I need to do to improve myself. And I think it's because of all the time that I have to myself.
Hmm.
It's given me a lot of space to just think about life.
Nice. That's great.
Yeah.
I want to circle back. You mentioned kind of like the walkability, and in hearing you talk about your apartment, I'm curious, how close is your apartment to like the university or where you're taking your classes?
So it's actually kind of far. It's about a 20 to 25-minute tram ride, and the university is pretty big. When I first got here, I was a little upset that I wasn't right by the university because all my 3 years of being in college, I've always lived like 5 to 10 minutes away from the college.
Hmm.
But since I live in the downtown, it's worth it. It's not that bad, I guess.
Yeah. Any advice you would have for students who are thinking about studying abroad and not sure if it's worth it or if they can make it happen?
Some advice I'd give is just to get the easy things out of the way first, like your passport and buying the things you would need. So you already have that if you did want to go. And for those that think that they can't make it happen, I would say let go of the fear and just look into the resources that you have. There's so many resources out there that could help you. You just have to find the right one for you. I personally thought I wouldn't be able to make this happen either, but I did. You just gotta make it through.
Yeah. Were there any particular resources or like offices or people at UNT that like kind of helped guide you in this
Yeah,
experience and help make it
yeah.
happen?
Yeah, so my study abroad advisor, I believe his name is David Kilo. He's been very helpful since I've started the application processes. Even before that, when I was trying to decide where to go, he'd always respond to my emails, very attentive. And even the study abroad office itself has been really helpful, especially with helping me figure out what financial help I could get and the process of how to get my visa, my passport, and even how to get here, how to react when I get here. They've given me a lot of great advice.
Right. And then last question, any other fun stories from your trip that you'd like to share with us?
Yes, I went out one night and I was talking to this person in Spanish the entire time, and I was like struggling to talk with them. And then I was like, "Do you speak English?" And they were like, "Yeah, I'm actually from Texas." And I was like, "What the heck? Why have you been talking to me in Spanish this entire time? I'm also from Texas." They were down from Houston, but I was just so shocked. Like, it was the first person I met from Texas. It was really nice seeing someone from there. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
great.
I was so frustrated. They were good.
All right. Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me, Sahara. I really, really appreciate it.
You too. Have a really good day.
Man, I love this Eagles Abroad series so much. It always makes me nostalgic for my own study abroad experience back in the day. Check the show notes for a link to learn more about UNT's study abroad program. Quick reminder to let us know what you think about the show by emailing podcast@unt.edu or calling 940-565-4341. And don't forget to help us grow by telling a friend about the podcast, sharing it on social media, or leaving us a 5-star rating and review wherever you listen. Until next time, we hope you have a happy Friday, North Texas, and go Mean Green. Happy Friday, North Texas is a production of the University of North Texas. Today's show was produced and edited by Scott Brown with original reporting by Scott Brown. For more information, visit unt.edu/podcast.